Hello, everyone. So let's see what this story's about. It says here, two friends quit their jobs and visited 20 countries in 6 months. Here's how to budget for a trip like that. That doesn't sound like a good idea at all. Quit your job. You're visiting 20 countries in 6 months. Oh, okay. Okay. They probably started an OnlyFans because there ain't no way reasonable people are doing this. You quit your job and you're visiting 20 countries in 6 months. Why? What's the purpose of that? How does that enhance your life at all? Hmm. They're both fake blondes. Mm, 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 mm. So, blah, blah, blah. I don't need to know their names. Uh, Jordan Carlisle and Kristen Puckett recently finished traveling for 6 straight months. The two friends left their jobs with thousands in savings to use. They shared some of their travel expenses and some budgeting advice. Good. Who needs to save for, like, I don't know, starting a family or, the future or, something like that? Just spend your money traveling and then go back to your life and have to grind all over again and be miserable all over again. you know, Most people work to make their lives easier. Some people work so that they can party and then make their lives even harder, which is weird to me. After Jordan and Carla, blah, 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 met in a study abroad program based in Rome in 2018, they hoped for a chance to travel together in Europe again. These ladies sounds like dreamers with rich parents. Fast forward to 2023, and the duo turned not just Europe, but 20 countries across the world in 6 months trip with just a backpack and suitcase each. God damn. They're lucky they were traveling in Europe because woo, there's some countries out there they wouldn't make it back from. However, both had to quit their full-time jobs. No shit. Can't take 6 months off in the U.S. to facilitate their adventures. Other people have quit their jobs to travel in some form, or unless they, most people would do that if they're traveling actually was the part of the job. You don't just quit your job just to travel for 6 months. Why? Someone traveling full time and making money simultaneously. Exactly. Carlisle, 26, Bucket, 27, thought their savings would only be enough money for 3 months of travel. However, they were able to extend that money another 3 months by using a budget goal. Nah, nah. These ladies were peddling some cat. Some A lot of the expenses was saved because they were dating at the same time. Don't bullshit me with this. They were budgeting nonsense. They only had enough money for 6 months, for 3 months. That was part of their budget, and they were able to extend it not because they were saving money, because the travel time and all that stuff, visiting different places, restaurants, eating at restaurants, they have to pay for hotels. Like, nah, they saved money peddling some cat. All right. Don't do that. It was two dudes traveling the same amount of money in their bank account. They're gonna find out that they can only do maybe 2 months out of the 3 months they planned. Don't try to give me that nonsense. They probably told the interviewers that they did it from budgeting, but no. What we learned is if you're willing to live outside your comfort zone, live simple, gain a new perspective on everything that you're experiencing, you can make the money go really far. Some expenses just can't be avoided, lady. Some expenses can't be avoided. Not to mention the expenses that come up that you didn't even anticipate. What we really realized is all we really cared about at the end was safety and cleanliness. And if we had those two things, it was great. Together, the friends visited Chiang Mai, Thailand, Petra, Jordan, Salzburg, Austria, Cape Town, South Africa, Byron Bay, Australia, along with many other places. All right, look at this uh, photo. God, that's got to be a serious tourist destination for people to be taking pictures of waterfalls like that. You can imagine out of view of the camera, there's a bunch of other tourists just lined up, chattering away, taking photos. Carlisle Pocket shared their travel experiences in videos, including their TikTok account. All right. Puckett said their intention wasn't to be travel influencers. Freaking knew it. I freaking knew it. It's either they're doing some sort of OnlyFans thing, or they're freaking influencers, and they're making money that way. Instead, she said they wanted to document their trip with friends and family, but yet it ended up on TikTok. Stop it. Stop it. Things don't just accidentally end up on TikTok. Here's how they were able to go on a 6-month trip with advice, blah, blah, blah. The advice is worthless because they're not going to tell you what they actually did. Here's how they stayed within their budget. What's this? Where did they get the tan? Look at them. They're all tanned up. Ah, their hair color is going back to natural and everything. They did. Yep. Hell no. Why would anyone do that? Like that elephant is definitely throwing muddy water all over its back. There's no way I'm standing anywhere close to that thing. We are saving we with a saving budget of 25,000 each. Puckett said they committed to $1,000 a week during their travel for all expenses. Puckett said they found you can easily get away actually with less than that if you stayed at someone else's place. However, they did spend more or less some weeks. Puckett said that's because we chose to stay in countries that were more affordable longer, such as Southeast Asia. Yeah, definitely Thailand would be cheaper in some of those countries like that. For example, their accommodation at a hostel in Bangkok from September 6th to September 7th uh, was $28. However, staying in a place in Byron Bay, September 27th to October 2nd, ended up costing 690. Yeah, but the one is 1 day and the other one is what is that, like freaking September 3, 4, what was that 5 days? 5 or 6 days? Like that's completely different. Completely goddamn different. Uh Averaging around, okay, whatever. You go to America where you can have big rooms and then you think you need them massive bedrooms. And yeah, I get that. I can get that. We spend our time days exploring. When we would come back, we go to bed, and then so what we realized is we didn't need to spend that money on accommodations. Okay. Was there in like a Hobbit home or something? Puckett in Hobbit Town movie set. Okay, I was right. They also spend money on activities during their travels that included $178 New Zealand dollars, about $100 for visiting the Hobbit. Bro, they're not even including their food expenses, any of that. I can't even calculate how much they're really spending. Transportation was another expense, obviously, because you got to get there. Uh, uh, she was shocked when they were able to stick to their budget because I feel like once you're over there, it's really easy to go over budget and want to do all the things and experience nice restaurants. However, she added, once you take a step back, you kind of realize if you want to travel long term, you'll have to give and take something. Travelers need to plan ahead and budget for unexpected expenses. How can you do that when it's unexpected? Okay. Yeah. You see a bunch of tourists in the pictures down there. Who's taking the picture of them? All right. Yeah. Yeah. No, they were definitely dating. Why do they? God damn, they look almost exactly the same. Suggested not saving up for realistic. Blah. Okay. The trip made them think about life's meaning. They discover the meaning of life. All right. What did they discover? With the two friends traveling for so many consecutive months, I think that we've learned is we had to be okay with taking a financial step back in the short term in order to create an opportunity to live our passions over the long term. No, 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 no. The budget literally means that you can't live your passion over the long term because you're running out of money. That is in no way what happened. What you discovered is you can only live your passion in the short term because you need money. You're ridiculous. Puckett said the hardest part was preparing your mind to be open to getting the whole new perspective from the world. What? Swear to God, these ladies need to go back to just quoting astrology and signs and all that nonsense because when they try to be wise, it just sounds idiotic. Puckett and Carlisle are planning to travel again and want to build where to next, y'all. Which means their TikTok probably did pretty well. For now, Carlisle said she's working at a family business. I knew it. I knew their family had money. That's what a lot of these women, especially when they're doing stuff like that right out of college, because you know those college debt is going to freaking cripple anybody. They're doing it because they both had rich parents, and that's why they were doing the study abroad program. Because I did a study abroad program, and it was most of it a bunch of girls with rich parents. A lot of them, they're shopping big, they're wearing fancy clothes and all that stuff. The rich parents on all the way. Um, Puckett is doing a cooperative event management, running her own company that she did as a side gig previously. How does she get to run her own company? Companies don't just pop out of nowhere. Are they not mentioning the fact that she also has rich parents that can give her the seed money for her own company? They're looking forward to the next season. Ah, God. Well, what we've learned today is that if you are privileged in life, you can quit your job and just go travel around the world and then just quote a bunch of nonsense at people to make them think that you've grown as a person or been enlightened. Until next time.